What's good? It's your boy Jay. That's me. Let's dive into Smackdown for November the 3rd, 2023. This was the go-home show to tomorrow afternoon's Crown Jewel, and this show was taped. So nothing really happened on the show, for being honest. So we kicked the show off with LA Knight. So he gets on the mic and says, nearly 1,200 days, that's impressive. He says, what's more impressive is how quickly 1,200 days can come to an end. LA Knight says last week Roman tried to spear him, but the tribal chief got hit with a BFT. And tomorrow at Crown Jewel, it goes no different. He says this is a hostile takeover, and he says that he's going to take everything that Roman stands for, everything that he thinks he's owned for the last 3 years. He says the title will be with him, and it will be the end of Roman's reign. So Roman comes out, he gets on the mic, he says a lot's changed since he's left. He says he takes his time of leave and someone steps up, but it was LA Knight. He managed his time wisely, and LA Knight has everyone on his side. Roman says that he's pushed them forward, and the kids call what he does cinema. Paul Heyman calls Roman the star. Roman says he turned his business into a multi-billion industry. Roman asks LA Knight, what has LA Knight done? And what he's done is cosplay as a redneck version of his cousin. That's dumb. This is his reality. His island of relevancy. Roman says he's going to end LA Knight, and they're going to leave him in the desert, but he won't be the last one. So I like that line. Then LA Knight responds by saying Roman must feel unbeatable. He beat everyone, but he's not going to be coming at Roman from the same angle as everyone else. He's not here to finish something. He's here to start something. He's here to start the LA Knight era. He'll cosplay as the guy who will kick his ass at Crown Jewel. He won't cosplay. He will live. And then LA Knight responds by saying that he tells Roman that he made himself a megastar because of the title where he lives as a megastar every day. He tells Roman that if he does not put an end to him, he'll come back and take the title from him, and the only bloodline he will see will be on the one off his forehead, as he hears the new WWE champion LA Knight. And then WWE officials, they get into the ring and they break up a confrontation between both of them. So that was okay. Not really all that important, if we're being honest. Moving on. So Kayla Braxton, she's backstage with Austin Theory. Austin Theory tells her that last week Kevin Owens said he has a face that you can punch, but that's not true. Austin Theory says he has a face that should be on billboards everywhere. He says Kevin Owens' face is probably a face that only a mother could love. Really good one there, even super duper old, but really good stuff there. So this sets us up for our first match of the night, which is Kevin Owens versus Austin Theory, with Grayson Waller on commentary, who was great, and he made fun of Kevin Owens. So Kevin Owens gets the win via the stunner for the 1, 2, 3. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Why didn't Grayson Waller get involved? That was kind of weird to me. I don't know why Grayson Waller didn't get involved and cost Kevin Owens the match, but it is what it is. Who cares? Moving on. So Kathy Kelly is backstage with Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair talks about her match against Bayley. Bianca tells Kathy that she has a lot of history with Bayley, and as talented as she is, Bayley is doing too much. Bianca says now it's personal. She wants vengeance. And then Damage Control. They attack her from behind, but Nick orders them to be officials break it up. Alright, moving on. So Logan Paul's rocking backstage. He sees the Street Profits. They dap each other up. And Montez Ford tells Logan Paul it's time for someone to humble Rey Mysterio. Logan Paul then walks away. Lashely tells the Street Profits that is what success looks like. So B-Fab comes in, and she tells the Profits are up with new suits and new Rolexes, and then she asks Lashely if she could speak with him, to which he agrees. Interesting stuff there. I kind of like that, but it's not really that important. I don't see why. Like, Hit Row is all but done for, basically, with Swerve and AEW and Top Dollar being released. The best thing they could do is just have B-Fab manage Ashanti the Adonis. That's what I would do with her. I don't know how I feel about Lashely doing business with B-Fab. I don't think that's going to be a good look. I don't know. But that's just me. That's just your boy. Moving on. Next, Piper Niven and Chelsea Green versus Shotzi and Charlotte Flair, who was Shotzi's mystery partner. So, Shotzi and Charlotte get the win. Charlotte wins via the big boot. She pins, I believe it was, Chelsea Green. Not that important. Who gives a damn? Moving on. Solo Sikoa. He's up next. So Paul Heyman, he gets on the mic and says, wonder how people realize that this is what they call the end of days for the doctor of Thugonomics. It's not the way he wanted it to be, but it's not. It's not his fault, and to not blame Roman Reigns. Heyman says that Cena comes back to the WWE to pick a fight with the Bloodline. What did he think? What was the Bloodline? What did he think the Bloodline was going to do? So Paul Heyman continues on and says Roman makes the calls, and Roman turns to the enforcer, the assassin, to Solo. Paul Heyman puts over Solo by saying he has a huge future in the WWE, just not as an enforcer, but one day he'll take over as the tribal chief, and right now it's about Cena. He says Cena could have made it easy. Then Solo snatches the microphone from Paul Heyman. Solo asks Paul Heyman why he's wasting his time talking to them. Then they come here to talk to them. They came to talk to John Cena face to face. So Cena comes out to a big pop, as usual. They have a little face to face. Solo gets on the mic and tells John Cena he has orders from the tribal chief, and those orders are to give Cena the microphone, and that way he can say his goodbye to the fans while he still can. And then Solo hands John Cena the mic, and John Cena absolutely, verbally destroys Solo. This was hilarious. So Cena says that he can do this with half a voice, and it only will take him 90 seconds to cook him. John Cena says that he'll say his goodbye, but not to them, but to the fans. He'll say goodbye for them. Cena says the only reason that Solo has a job is because of his cousin. And we all see him walking around thinking he's an enforcer, but he's nothing but a bargain basement Taz ripoff. Cena tells Solo to tape his thumb up very tight because the only place it's gonna go is straight up his ass at Crown Jewel. Whoa, that's weird. Then Cena says that's about 90 seconds, and then he drops the mic and dips. That was funny. I laughed my ass off. That was hilarious. I love that. Really good shit there. Really fucking good shit there. Moving on. So, Damage Control, they're backstage, celebrating the attack from beating out Bianca earlier. Bayley says, and maybe tonight it'll be her against Io for the title. Bayley said it's a joke, and then Nick Aldis comes in. He tells Bayley that he has to ensure that the WWE Universe gets what they pay for. He says Damage Control is barred from ringside tonight. And I'm like, finally, a general manager who uses common fucking sense. Finally. Hopefully, Adam Pearce can come around to this and start banning Judgment Day getting involved in people's matches. We can only hope. Moving on, we had a Donnybrook match involving Pretty Deadly and the Brawling Brutes. Pretty Deadly get the win via spilled milk through the table for the 1, 2, 3. Not really that important. I'm tired of Butch and surprisingly Ridge Holland. I'm just tired of the Brawling Brutes in general. I really am. I would love to see Pretty Deadly as tag champs, though. Hopefully that can happen, though. Moving on. So Nick Aldis, he is about to do the weigh-in. He's approached by Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman asks Nick Aldis if he could offer him words of wisdom. Nick Aldis tells him it's not like he has a choice. Paul Heyman tells him if he would have a lot of medical personnel at Crown Jewel because Don Cena's going to need it. He says this is the most savage version of Roman Reigns that anyone will ever see. And then Nick Aldis asks Paul Heyman if he's done. Paul Heyman tells him with LA Knight, hardly. So I'm guessing they could still continue the dispute, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm guessing that's what I got out of this, I guess. I don't know. This is probably going to be just a one and done, though. If they continue maybe at the Rumble, or maybe just on a random episode of Smackdown. Next, the weigh-in between Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio. So, they're getting weighed in. Logan Paul weighs in at 213 pounds. Rey Mysterio weighs in at 175 pounds. So, both guys face off. Logan talks trash to Rey, and then he taps Rey on his head, and then Rey responds by saying he just has one thing to say to Logan Paul, and then he slams Logan Paul in the face, and then Logan Paul knocks out the WWE official, and then Rey hits Logan Paul in the face with a microphone. So the weigh-in is cut short, which is great. I loved it. And then the main event, Bianca Belair versus Bayley, with Damage Control barred from ringside. Bianca Belair wins via the KOD. In the post-match, she grabs Bayley by her ponytail and KODs her through the announce table. And then that's how Smackdown goes off the air. So, it was okay for the most part. Nothing really happened. Cena destroying Solo Sikoa on the mic was hilarious. Roman and LA Knight, that was fine. I'm guessing they're probably still going to continue that after Crown Jewel, maybe. You could end that on like a Smackdown or something like that. But overall, Smackdown was very missable and just it's not much to talk about. Hopefully, Crown Jewel will be good tomorrow night. But what did you guys think of SmackDown? Like, comment below, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.